So it can vary positive and negative. So now you got some idea about what is sigma. So from the process mean, what is a variation equally divided both positive and negative side. So now let us see what is 6 sigma. So in this case, the sigma is 0.67. What is the meaning? From the processor, from the process mean 5.3, from the process mean 5.3, that now this we have taken some sample in the production and we have plotted this data. So from 5.3, right now with the sample 0.67, zero point 0.6 is varying positive side and zero point 0.6 is varying negative side. Okay, so what the analysis they have done is, when they continually collected the data with the same parameter and with the same manpower and with the same machines and everything, in the production what has happened is this zero point 0.6 is multiplying with 6. That means whatever the sample that we are measuring as a standard deviation, in production it is multiplying with 6 times, it is varying in the reality in the continuous production. So when it is varying 6 times, then what will be the standard deviation? It will be 3.6. 3.6 will be the standard deviation. What is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of this? In the production, 3.6 mm up to 3.6 mm variation can happen. That's what they're telling. So what is my total tolerance itself? Plus or minus 1 mm. 2 mm is my total tolerance. So but the Six Sigma analysis, they have fixed that in the production 6 times the standard deviation will happen. The total variation will become 6 times the present sigma. So that's why the name they kept as Six Sigma. So now we understood. In the sample, the sigma will multiply with 6. 6 times it will vary. So that's why they kept a 6 sigma. Therefore, we shall control the variation with respect to 6 sigma. You understood, no? So we are going to control the variation with respect to 6 sigma. Now 0.67 is my variation. But I am going to assume it as 3.6. I am predicting the future and telling, because it's a reality, it is happening. I'm going to assume the variation as 3.6 mm, and for this I'm going to work and reduce it to 0.1 or something, whatever. Then what happens? 6 times I am better, I'm going to be better. 6 times I'm going to be better. I'm ready for the future variation. Therefore, your yield, when you improve with respect to 6 times the standard deviation, your yield of the process will be 99.99 percentage. So every company are targeting. So you can ask, is it good that I'm assuming the variation 6 times? My sigma itself is 0.6. I'm assuming 3.6 mm total variation 6 sigma. Why I have to assume which is not there? But if you continue with the same variation, in the production it will be 3.6 mm variation will happen, because there are many parameter which is causing your variation. Therefore, I'm assuming 6 times, which is not there, but I'm assuming like a factor of safety. I'm assuming the variation is 3.6 mm. Then I'm working for 3.6 mm. Then my yield will be 99.9 percentage. So when your process, when you're controlling your process with respect to 6 sigma, what will be your data plot? Say example, this is 4, this is 3, and this is 5. Your data plot will be very very consistent. The standard deviation will be very 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 less. So you will be achieving exactly what you require, because you have controlled all the parameters with respect to Six Sigma variation, assumed variation. Therefore, you have fixed all the input parameters, what should be the spec. Therefore, you will achieve the consistent process. So this is, it's very simple.